Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. Today, I have a very special guest with me today. She is the founder of Sky Nails International. Please welcome Sky Broadus. Hello, Sky, and welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hello, hello, hello. I hope I said your last name right.
You did? Yes, you did.
All right, all right. But I definitely want to go ahead and ask, like, where are you originally from, and how'd you get started in the nail industry?
I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. I got started in the nail industry as a result of cosmetology school. I
Hmm.
initially went to school to practice all forms of cosmetology, which I still do. However, nails became my specialty over the course of
Hmm.
10 years.
Cool, cool. So, who are like your favorite like nail artists?
So far, I love Gracie J, also known as the editorial nail.
Hmm.
Um, so far, she has been a big inspiration in my journey as a black nail tech, for one, and that's just a nail tech in general in creating nail art. Um, as far as the art side of things, I would have to say Nails by Me.
Hmm.
She's not a particularly black nail tech, but a
Hmm.
woman of color who, really shaped the industry as far as like the art form of nails. So I do appreciate her her efforts in the industry.
Hmm. Yeah, Nails by May is very, very talented. She's very conceptual with the things that she does, especially with the nail designs.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, her stuff is really, really cool. Now, what has been your journey like in regards to having like your own nail salon or nail studio?
So far my journey has been very exciting. I'm able to be very creative. Um, One thing that I love about working with my clients one on one is being able to curate nail art based on their personality and lifestyle, and just
Mhm.
being able to just pull them out of their comfort zone and really just go for it with as far as their nails and making it a statement for them, because a lot of my clients do work within the fashion industry, so an art industry, so a lot of them are artists themselves, so it's always good to just kind of pull that inner artist completely out of them through their nails. That's been exciting for me.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Now, did you start having your own salon in ATL or did you just like, do you just solely have your salon in New York?
I would say that my salon is pretty much all over because Sky Nails International, I come to you. So it's more like um, I come directly to you and we just kind of create our space and our vibe based off of that.
Okay, so you're essentially like a mobile salon,
More of a
essentially.
mobile, yeah, like a pop up. I like to just pop up, you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's really, really cool. Cause yeah, I wasn't sure because I didn't know if it was like one place or
Hmm.
you had like one place to the other place or things like that. But I definitely want to go ahead and get into the mobile nail business aspect of it. So what are some pieces of advice you can give for someone who is wanting to start their own mobile nail business?
I would say consistency. It can be a little difficult at times because you're traveling a lot. You have different places that you have to go, different vibes, different energies. I would say always just be open to understanding different cultures
Hmm.
and just knowing, you know, getting to know your clients on a more personal, deeper level. So that way, as you're traveling, you know what to do, when to do it,
Hmm.
how to do it. Um, and also just like, of course, it can be difficult with pricing and sometimes you're purchasing products, but as long as you have a good set of high quality products that you specifically would like to push for your clients, then I would say
Hmm.
stick with whatever you consider to be high quality and just staying within the lines of uh, what you prefer. Like for me, I don't like anything that's toxic, so all of my products that I use are non-toxic, 10 free, 5 free. So I just stick with that, and
Hmm.
everyone knows what they're getting when I come.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Now, how often do you like travel? Do you travel like, 2 to 3 clients per day? To people's houses. Like, how's the traveling been like in terms of having a mobile business?
Um, it's so funny. I don't travel as often as it seems. I do work mostly out of Marche Rudy. in Brooklyn, Crown
Mm-hmm.
Heights. That is my home salon. That is the salon that I work out of and do my clients out of. But when it comes to traveling, it all really depends on where my clients are individually. Like if they have a show or something like that, or they prefer me to come and visit them during a vacation or something like that. That tends to happen maybe about 4 times a year, maybe 5 times a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. That's totally understandable. But I definitely want to also get into pricing as well. So what is your take in regards to just pricing, not just only with the nail services, but also like how we talked about just now with travel, especially with, a place to set up and things like that. So, what is your take in regards to pricing?
I would say for me, I always include a traveling fee in all of my
Mhm.
services. So it goes with my typical services, depending on what you get, depending on the nail art that you get. I judge my nail art based on tiers. So I have
Mhm.
tier one, tier two, tier three, and then I have artist choice options. All of that
Mhm.
ties into the traveler's fee. So that
Mhm.
comes with if I have to travel a longer distance, longer than 8 hours, maybe longer than no. If I have to travel longer than 2 hours, the
Mhm.
fee may vary based on how far you are from me,
Right.
and what I would have to do in order to get to you. If I have to fly to get to you, some prices may be different.
Right.
However, if it's more like a train ride away from you, then the price will definitely differ.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, that's very interesting because like, I always ask this question because I know people say like, charge what you're worth, but also, it can be hard because you don't want to price way too high or way too low. You want to have like
Right.
some sort of like in the middle, or like have some sort of reasonable, aspect in regards to pricing. So, has that been hard for you in regards to like pricing nail services or like nail art?
Um, 1 second, it's a little loud over here. In the beginning, it was a little difficult as I was starting off as a newbie. But as my clients gotten to know me better, they have kind of shaped me into realizing my worth in terms of like, just go ahead and charge, whatever amount you feel is best, because it's like,
Mhm.
girl, you're coming to my home, you're coming to my vacation, you know, I want to pay you for that, for at least taking the time out of your life to come directly to me. And you know, it's an energy thing too. I'm sharing my energy, we're exchanging energy through our hands. So it was hard in
Mhm.
the beginning, but I would say now, at this point in my career, it's much easier, much
Mhm.
easier.
Yeah, right, exactly. But I also want to get into in regards to nail art. Like, do you have mostly creative freedom or do you do like, nail art based on request?
I have a few requested um,
Hmm.
nail art options, and then sometimes it's just a freedom thing. It's more like just do whatever you're feeling in the moment, and I
Right.
love that because I've been getting that more so as of lately in this
Hmm.
point in my career. So I would definitely say more freestyling
Hmm.
for
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
that's really, really cool because you definitely want to have that creative freedom. And plus, it's a lot easier. You can do like a lot more things, rather than by request.
Absolutely, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can definitely totally agree with that. Creative freedom is the way. But
It's
I
the
also want to
way.
talk about. I also want to talk about your nails. So, like, your nails are really like beautiful.
Thank you. You know, this is so funny. My nails are sentimental to me because when I first started to grow them out. Now these particularly are not my natural nails, but
Hmm.
before 2020, in 2019, I was with child, and I was in the moment of growing my nails as my son was growing in me. So I was like, this is different for me. It feels different. So I'm back to having my long nails again, and I feel like myself 100%. This is who I
Yeah, right, exactly. Like I like how
am.
long they are, but also too, is it like a snake skin type of design that you did?
No, so actually I just did like some charm work
Oh, some
from
bling.
top to
Okay.
bottom. Yeah, because
Mhm.
I really wanted to accentuate the pink in my hair and just sort of collaborate with my hair. So
Yeah, that's really, really amazing. Now, what are some
thank
things you
you.
like to use in regards to like nail art, like bling? Do you do hand painted art? Like, what's some things you like to use in regards to nail art?
I love a good combination of hand painted art and
Mm-hmm.
bling because I feel like when you're adding in different elements of different textures and things like that into the nails, to me that
Mm-hmm.
always like just gives them that extra push. Like it really takes a boring nail and just makes it go all the way crazy. So I
Right.
love a combination. A good jump nail is my thing.
Yeah. Like, those combinations, those can add like a lot of harmony to the design, like have some 3D elements, 2D elements. Yeah, that's like the very cool thing with that. But also too, how long does it take for you to do like a whole set in regards to nail art? Do you do one finger, like do you charge like one finger in regards to like nail art, like one finger per nail? Or like how do you do like in regards to nail art?
So I charge based on the tier. So tier one, for
Mm-hmm.
example, would be a full French manicure. That's on all 10 fingers. Something very
Mm-hmm.
simple, line work, dots. Sometimes foils can come into play when it comes to tier
Mm-hmm.
one. Anything that's a one step nail art goes into that. Tier
Mm-hmm.
two is more intermediate. So like ombres, some hand painted art, swirls, a bit of charms can go inside into the tier two category,
Right.
and tier three is where logos come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Things that are a little bit more intricate in design and line work, depending on what type of line work, depending on how many nails you want done based on
Right.
that. And then artist choice is my freestyle. Go for it. We collaborated on that one. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
my rundown.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Now, what products do you like to use in regards to doing like nail art? Do you use mostly gels? Like, what are some products you like to use?
I love using gels. I've come a long way from using regular polish as an option when we didn't have any other choice. Of course, we all know OPI was where it was at.
Right.
Um, so, but as we move forward into the new world of nails, I love
Mm-hmm.
Luxa
Mm-hmm.
colors for nail art and for just basic simple nail um, painting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have dipped into Medusa, which is a black owned gel brand.
Mm-hmm.
I've been liking their pigmented colors so far, and
Mm-hmm.
those are my two options as of right now. But as far as regular polish goes, I would have to say Pear Nova is one of my favorite
Mm-hmm.
options as well. If I wanted to get into like the nail art side of things,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people use Medusa, and people say
yes.
that it's really, really good.
It's really good. It's very pigmented. The consistency is really good, especially for like when you're doing nail art, you want to make sure it's not running all over the place. So that's the
Right.
one thing I do love about using Medusa. Luxa is a very pigmented, but a little lighter than Medusa in terms of the texture. So both of them combined together gives me a fire set. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really, really cool. But I also want to get into like the business aspect. So what are some things that have helped you in regards to having a successful, mobile business, just in regards to like marketing, with now services?
Things that have helped me, I would say obviously quality products are always very helpful. It
Mm-hmm.
may cost a bit much, but I think when you look at it from a different perspective of how easier things become for you as an artist,
Mm-hmm.
you just go for it when it comes to things like that. I've learned to not to just go ahead and splurge on the best things for the best services to provide the best services for my clients.
Mm-hmm.
And I think so far it's been mostly that, like product knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. But I also want to get into in regards to booking clients. So what are some of like the best booking apps you would suggest for, nail techs and artists to book clients?
Um, from my experience, I've used Acuity, and at the
Mm-hmm.
moment I'm using Boulevard. Um, I like them both, but I would have to say if I needed to choose between the two, Boulevard would be my favorite because
Mm-hmm.
it acts as sort of a receptionist on its own. So if you're running your own space, you sort of have the help of Boulevard scheduling clients based off of like, you know, what clients fit what category. So for example, influencer, you have your influencer clients in this area.
Right.
You have like clients who want specifically just a certain type of nail art. It categorizes them based on what they get consistently, and
Mm-hmm.
um, it keeps you on key with what each client prefers.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. But I definitely want to switch gears and talk about nail education because, you went to cosmetology school. I went to
Yeah.
cosmetology school, to get into nails. And I definitely want to hear your perspective just in regards to like beauty education. Like, where's your take on beauty education and how it could be improved? Or what are some of like the pros in regards to beauty education?
Um, I'll start with the pros. What I like about beauty education is that it provides a good understanding of different skin textures, different skin types, different hair types, different um, nail diseases, and things like where you can figure out how you can get down to helping your client on a deeper level.
Right,
I feel as though what I've learned in cosmetology school was client interaction
right.
and just sort of knowing what to do when it comes down to not just nail art, but like the health of the nails and keeping the nails healthy and knowing hereditary. If this client specifically, everyone in their family has long nails, or everyone in their family has like curly hair, I could base my services off of that. So I would say that
Right.
the education, the pros in education was definitely learning more about the different types. Um,
Mm,
for the cons, I would say I would love for there to be a lot of updating as far as products and different things that like services that people provide nowadays. Like I feel as
mm-hmm.
though now we have a spray gel extensions, um we have what is it called? The polygel system. We have
Mm-hmm.
different systems for nail extensions other than
Mm-hmm.
just acrylic. So I think that I want the nail industry to sort of broaden its horizon as far as educating people on things like appraise, because that might be something that someone only wants to specialize in. Like I don't specialize in acrylic anymore, but that's definitely something that is on our state board test. So I do want things like appraise to be a part of things such as our state board test.
Yeah, right, exactly. It should definitely be more updated, and
Mhm.
especially with, the pros with beauty education, like how you said before, is understanding like different nail shapes, different hair textures, different scalps. So you're basically just working with different people. I think the only thing is that I just did an interview with another nail artist and we talked about this. I think it should be more hands-on in terms of working with actual people, so you have
Mhm.
that comfort zone in regards to working with different people, like actual scalps or like, actual nails, so you're not working like on a mannequin, especially on the state board test.
Agreed, for sure, for sure. Because when you get out into the real world, everything is very different, and then it can make it a little difficult to build a clientele because of that. So
hmm Yeah, right, exactly. I could totally agree with that. Now, in regards to nail trends, what is like your favorite like nail trends that you've seen? Like that's like your favorite, possibly.
ooh, oh my gosh. That's wild. I have so many favorites, but if I had to choose just one, I would say anything that's 3D, that's just going all the way to the next level. I've
Right.
been loving anime so far. So I love the direction that people are going as far as putting characters on their nails and just going all the way out because whatever you like, we're living in a world where you can actually embrace the things that you love
Right.
and you can do that through your nails and your hair.
Yeah, right, exactly. I love the 3D nails, the kawaii nails,
Mhm.
like the anime style nails that you talked about. But also the chrome and gold nails that's been going on, especially the holographic nails.
Yeah.
There's some Netflix bringing back the duck nails with a lot of the jewels and the bling in it. So I'm really, really, happy to see that there's so many arrays of nail art going around.
Yes, I'm happy to see everyone going all out when it comes to things because nails are very small, but they can make a big, big statement. And I'm from Atlanta, so I've seen girls come in with their long, crazy nails throughout my entire life, and I've always loved it and I've always embraced it. And I think
Hmm.
I'm really happy to see that the fashion industry is stepping into that side of things.
Yeah, right, exactly. Since it's like, fashion season, we
Hmm.
see with fashion, like with the blondes, like with the gold and, opulent nails and, some of
Hmm.
the other, fashion designers working with nail artists to do like out the box avant-garde nails. So it's really, really cool to see. But I definitely want to also get into like your fashion style. So how can you describe like your fashion style and how you like to express yourself in regards to fashion?
I would have to say that as I am getting older in age, I am stepping a little more into maximalism, and I think that I'm appreciating the concept of mixing different prints and different
Hmm.
colors, and because I go from wearing all black, I wore all black for a very long time, and I
Hmm.
think that as I'm coming out of being reserved and being more extroverted and less introverted, I'm
Hmm.
stepping more into the side of just going all out with fashion, wearing the crazy stuff. Just wear it because at the end of the day, you only
Right.
have one life to live.
Yeah, exactly.
Have fun with fashion, have fun with hair, have fun with all of it because it's like you're gonna look back at those photos and be like, "Yo, I'm so glad I did that." So
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Like dress however you want to dress, wear different colors. I love wearing bright colors. Like you can have on bright colors.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. But I also want to get into in regards to the nail industry, or if not the beauty industry, what's your take in the beauty industry and how far or how much it's grown and evolved?
I I would say that I think that the beauty industry has grown in a way that we are no longer playing it safe. We are
Right,
no longer, if we have ways to make wigs look like it grew out of our head, then let's wear these wigs. Let's kill it.
right.
Let's just go ahead and get the people that know how to do this stuff and just hire them on set. You know, if we have people that are creative in all types of different ways, I'm very happy to see that the beauty industry is stepping more into their side and hearing their input and not shunning away from the concept of seeming too ghetto or too weird or too this.
Yeah.
I think that I do love that the fashion industry is embracing our culture. It may
Hmm.
sometimes can start off with a bit of appropriation. However, I think that with that comes where we need to just step in and say, hey, this is our thing. We do it
Right.
better every single time. So that's just where I'm at with fashion and just where it's going. That's where I'm at with beauty. I'm happy to see people taking care of their skin more and being more aware of their skin type and just really looking into the education side of beauty. Not just
Mm.
for clients, but for themselves as well. Drinking more water, taking care of yourself internally, you know, going vegan, whatever you have to do
Yeah,
to
right.
achieve what you want to achieve beauty wise. I am happy to see people just doing that.
Yeah, yeah. Mental health is most definitely important in regards to like the beauty and nail industry, especially in the fashion industry. And I like what you brought up in regards to, just Black culture being embraced. And that is
Mhm.
something that I think that a lot of people are embracing our culture. And the thing is, people know that we're the movers and shakers in regards to fashion, in regards to the nail industry. The bling nails, like how you said with the nails, it was seen as ghetto and
Mhm.
people want the bling nails or the curved nails with the paint strokes with the different colors and things like that. Like we made those things popular, the gold nails, the money nails, we made those things hot.
Mhm.
So I like how you truly mentioned that. And definitely with the products and with the nail industry, it's definitely come a long way. Like things are more advanced and more innovative.
Absolutely. Absolutely. People are being a lot more um innovative in terms of creating their own products, such as press-on nails. And I love to see the girls wearing their press-ons in one way,
Right.
and then the next day they're like, "I got a whole new set." So
Right.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, yeah, I could totally agree with that. But most definitely, I want to also get into the economy. How do you feel like in regards to with the economy, how it's impacted nail arts, or especially just talk about your experience in regards to, how the economy has impacted you and your business?
Um, it's so interesting because at the start of the pandemic, press-ons became a bigger thing for me. It allowed me to really express myself artistically. It allowed me to really take my time on the nails and really dip into the more artsier side of it and really just get those lines super, super, super straight because I'm going nowhere. I have all the time in the world to sit in my home
Yeah,
and create. So I would say that the economy as what it is, things may be pricier now as far as inflation, but
right,
I would definitely say that we can only go from here. You know what I
right,
mean? We can only just set our prices higher and provide the best products and provide the best quality services. And I think it doesn't do anything but push me to give my clients the best because now they're paying top dollar. Now they're paying more. So it's like I have to
right.
provide the best. Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely want to provide the best. But yeah, like the whole thing is like with inflation, like people are raising their prices, their nail services, and especially in regards to the pandemic, like people are more like how you said before, like into like press-ons. People are still doing
Hmm.
press-ons. Like press-ons have become like a huge craze, like bespoke press-ons, not the ones that's in the store, but like the
Hmm.
custom made, press-ons where it's a lot more expressive and there's so much creative freedom, like how we talked about before. So
Yes,
like that's really, really cool to see that a lot more people are embracing press on nails.
absolutely. Yes, it's very impressive to see.
Yeah,
Because press
yeah,
ons were my start. I started off doing them as a kid.
yeah.
I just would wear them. It was the only
Mhm.
way I could get my nails done. So I was like, I'm really happy to see them going in a different direction now.
Yeah, I could totally agree with that. Now, what are some things you like to see more of within the nail industry?
I would definitely like to see more collaboration amongst artists. You know,
Hmm.
we may not all be from the same place, we may not all look the same, but we all share one thing, and that's nails. And that's, I feel we should be more collaborative and not, exclusive, like more inclusive. Um,
Hmm.
More collaborations amongst brands and specific nail techs based on their style.
Hmm.
Um, because different people have different specialties. So
Right.
different companies can benefit from those specialties with those collaborations.
Right, exactly. Yeah, more collaborations, most definitely. So I think that's definitely something that is important because, you can collaborate different styles and make them into one like cool body of work. So I could definitely agree with
Absolutely.
that. But I definitely want to also talk about
Sorry, this is kind of loud.
yeah, yeah. It was like
NYC.
a flood going by. But I definitely want to talk about mental health. So how have you been able to balance being a nail tech or nail artist and mental health?
um, that's so interesting. Being a nail tech, a lot of people don't know it does take a lot of mental work. Um,
Hmm.
Providing the service and interacting with
Right.
the clients, and also keeping
Hmm.
your head straight as far as the nail art. I think that it always is important to take that time to yourself, to take yourself places like on field trips. I always like to go to museums to keep my skills fresh and to just have more inspiration in my art. That has been very helpful for me.
Hmm.
Just doing more research with different artists, not necessarily nail artists, but doing my research as far as watching documentaries on Warhol and Basquiat or anything where I can learn from being an artist in general. That has been very good for my mental health so far. Just taking that time to myself to really dip into being a genuine artist and learning from.
Yeah, I can totally agree. Like learning about different artists every day is something that I really enjoy as well. Like, learning about Andy Warhol and Jean-Michel Basquiat, and especially with Keith Haring. These are the
Yeah.
people that really, really shook the table in regards to art and really pushed
Hmm.
the boundaries. I mean, another artist I really like is Kenny Scharf, you know what I mean,
Yes.
who known, Keith Haring and Jean-Michel Basquiat, and he does like really cool, like different, like colorful characters, it's like a graffiti colorful style that I really like about his work. So yeah, like the more you learn about art, the more you can draw like inspiration or be inspired by what they have done.
Absolutely. So I think that that definitely does something to the mental health of someone who is in a space in front of a person for a very long period of time.
Hmm.
It's definitely always good to take time to yourself and really focus
Right.
on what you want to do, whether that's doing your own nails or just, pampering yourself,
Right.
always take that me time.
Yeah, definitely, like, take breaks, take a
Mhm.
rest, take it easy some days,
Mhm.
you don't wanna overwork yourself, because you wanna maintain that passion, so I can definitely agree with
Absolutely. And of course, transparency amongst clients. Clients will understand if you need to take a water break. It's just
that.
more
Right.
about being about that.
Yeah. Open honesty is very, very important. But I definitely wanna go ahead and end this interview by asking, where can people find you on social media, and how can people support you, your work, and your business?
You can find me at Sky Nails International on Instagram. It's SKYYNAILSINTL.
Mhm. Alright, well, thank you so much, Sky, for jumping onto the show. Your work is absolutely incredible. I love what you're doing. I love what you represent. Thank you so much. I had a very fun conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I had an amazing time speaking with you. I hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, likewise. Take care.
Take care. Enjoy.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms and visit my website, ASIATHABIRD.com, and be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care and stay beautiful.